find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Ready?
And they go play action now. Burrow. He's got it complete to Gibbs.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here we go.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. Oh, he bowls over it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Another run for Gibbs here. There's a nice move. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Here we go.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
11
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Whoa. Gotta go.
Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Ready, set. Dragon 60.
Throwing on first down. Barry. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Ready.
From the gun, a give to Davis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. You talk about this Lions defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
On 3rd and 2, Barry. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And taken right on the 30. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. These two teams, they met at Ford Field earlier this season with the Lions winning that ball game. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
On 1, ready?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Bulldozes past him. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 26. Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Lions are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense is...
Touchdown, Vikings! A big play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
On 2nd down, Burrow. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
On 1, right?
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Gun.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here we go.
Here is 3rd and 5. out of the gun. It's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here we go, here we go.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
12. 11, Thomas.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I see the surprise in the face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Patterson's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there, that shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the middle to Davis. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 86 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They keep it with Davis on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The Vikings at 6 and 10 on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
On 2nd down, Davis. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down.
19 tight. 19 tight.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Ready.
Off play action. Barry. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
To throw on second down, Barry. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. But with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes every...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 7. from midfield now. Burrow. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here's a 3rd and 14. They're passing here. Joe Burrow setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. Well, not too long ago, Charles, that would have been a new NFL record. But instead, it's shy of setting the record, which is 66, but still from 65 away, one of the longest kicks in league history.
And that puts him in elite company in the NFL. Only a few have ever even attempted that, let alone put it through the post. How about his moment? It came together for him, and he delivered.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Okay, ready?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Ready?
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Looking to throw. Barry. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Here's Davis to run again on second. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 3rd and 2, Barry. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 140 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
You have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Davis. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
On 3rd down, Barry. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. 11. Here's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Baker. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First day.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
83 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season.
Here we go.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. On the give, here's Gibbs. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings' 23. Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here we go, here we go.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
11.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And it's caught. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Burrow going to change things up. Looking to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. From a yard out. And the Lions have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Davis running left. Fights him off. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 147 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
The Vikings on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Davis will try to run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Warriors 70. Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Gun. Cut. 11 mighty. Cut.
Hand off now to Gibbs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings.
Here we go.
The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Runs over it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Here we go.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Lions are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Barry. Getting this ball out wide for Davis. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Completes this to Addison out left. And they will give him down, but the referee gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Here's 1st and goal.
70 Timberwolves. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready.
Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Looking to throw. Barry. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Another run for Gibbs here. Shoves him aside. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Here we go, here we go.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Here we go. Here we go.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. The